Welcome to more Ramco Kerala Women's League 2022 action and an all-important clash between Kerala United and Lords FA. And once again, we are at the Maharajas College ground in Ernakulam and the Kerala Women's League back in the month of September. And a happy Onam to all our viewers from Kerala. And INS Vikrant also launched today in Kochi. But coming on to today's game, this is match number 19. And the Kerala Blasters and Don Bosco Football Academy occupying the first and the second spot. But of course, lots of young players in both the teams, and there is enough motivation to put on a show without the pressure of winning the title at the moment. A win can take either of the sides playing in this fixture to second, given the fact Kerala Blasters expected to beat Kadatana Raja Football Academy in the other fixture at Kohiko. Now let's get into the team news, beginning with Kerala United. They've got a good side there. Santra captaining Kerala United, and Baby Lalchandami and Marbari Nongroom, and also Anina. They have all shown that they have got that mettle to be in the top level football. Only one clean sheet in 4 games, and after that heavy defeat in the opener against Gokulam Kerala, they have made a very good comeback. Now let's have a look at the Lords FA lineup for this evening. Amrutha Arvind going with a 4-4-2. The Lords FA also with a few familiar names and few ones they might be fancying themselves this evening. It's important they just go down there and impress the superiors because they have got some good names also. Winton is the big one, the second highest scorer last season and top of the pile when it comes to producing goals. 7 already this term. And Indumati, simply unstoppable so far with 14 goals, including 9 against Emirates Soccer Club in the last game. And talking about the bench, which looks a little bit wanting, very surprising there. When transfers are affected and how they enforce their players is something that's going to be seen in the Kerala Women's League. Slightly depleted lineups today, especially the benches, and more of this because the transfer market is, in a sense, the window has recently closed. So that could be one of the primary reasons for a slightly depleted bench. But it will be interesting to watch how this match goes on. And nevertheless, Kerala United have given a taste of top level football to some of the young graduates from their academy. They've got a lot of good names in there. In Iba, Ananya Rajesh, non-groom as well, the number 11. Pristi on the bench. She is going to be the big name along with Sandhyamal, the number 20. All of them featured in the Kerala Women's League last season as well. And Charlinda Nongtu from Meghalaya also on the bench, the number 24, the last name on the substitute bench for Kerala United. It will be a challenge for the young graduates to showcase their skills. On the other hand, the Lords FA have shown that they are a thorn for any team to get past them. They are really spirited. And if you look at the league so far, the teams from Kochi have spoiled all equation in the table. And that is something that we love to see in this league. And of course, Kerala United did start off with a difficult outing that put them in a spot of bother. But the victory against Karathana Raja, where they did quite well, we'll come back to that. This is the Lords FA team. As I was talking about, Indumati is the top scorer with 14 goals. There's Sona M, the number 20, who will be playing on the right-hand side. Gauri, Karthika, Tirtha Lakshmi, and Atulya making up the back four. And Indumati will be partnering Sumitra in the middle of the park with Sri Lakshmi on the left-hand side, with Gauri and Atulya being the two wing backs and Archana between the sticks for Lords FA this evening. Kamini Munda, the number 27, she featured in the Hero Indian Women's League in the last season. Amla Rasi as well, the number 48. They've got plenty of experience on the bench. Amrut Arvind, who is another stalwart AFC B license holder at the helm of Lords FA this season. who was the head coach of Kickstart Football Club in the Hero Indian Women's League last year, finished third, lifted the IWL title previously with Setu Football Club, who ended up runners-up the last campaign under the guidance of Crispin Chetri. More on that as the game progresses. Bentila Dicot is the side's technical director, who is another India international, who represented India in the Asian Championship thrice, was the vice captain for India in the Asian Games 1998 in Bangkok, also played the Dana Cup in Denmark way back in 1990. I personally met her during the Hero Indian Women's League last year in Bhubaneswar, and she was in duties as a referee assessor. It's a pretty strong technical bench when it comes to Lord's FA Football Academy. Kerala United, led by Liandala Sanafanai from Mizoram. They have produced players in the KWL last year. We saw Harmelian Kaur impressed in the KWL and was later picked up by Gokulam Kerala for IWL. That is the motive of this particular league, of producing players, be the pipeline for the national team. Talking about the Kerala United team, Santra will be leading the side. She will be their main player in defense in this tournament. She's got the experience. The coach tried to put her in the first 11, and she's got the captain's armband. So a lot of responsibility to inspire the youngsters, and that going to be a great year for Kerala United to find new faces and to push them up in the top league. Kerala Premier League was revived last year by Scoreline, coming back in a new avatar last year, the third edition. We saw 30 games being played, 198 goals being scored. Gokulam Kerala scoring 99 out of 10 games, and the remaining 99 scored by 5 teams in combination. They were the champions. Gokulam Kerala, Don Bosco Football Academy finished as the runners-up with 19 points. And Lucas Soccer Club finished at the bottom. 6 teams participated last season, and 10 teams this term. Good to see the expansion of the league. It's going to be played in a double leg format this term. It was single leg last year. Due to the pandemic, it started in the month of December. Now everything slowly and steadily and getting back to new normal. And the return of football always gives joy, always gives hopes among the fans. It's going to be a great tournament in terms of upliftment of the women's football in the state. And according to the All India Football Federation circular, all the state women's league got to be completed by 15th October. There is a possibility of the Hero Indian Women's League to start from the month of December in the coming season. It's always special. It always feels great to be here in Kerala, which is the hub of Indian football at present. Going through a purple patch in this wonderful state when it comes to football, winning the Santosh Trophy in the last edition, defending the Hero I League and the Hero IWL title, and Kerala Blasters becoming the runners-up in the Hero ISL. And there's Mr. K. Ravindran, the match commissioner. He was my co-commentator last year in the Scoreline Ram Kerala Women's League if you remember. Good to see him in duties as a match commissioner. The referee for today's game is Rajiv Kumar Karavil. He's going to be assisted by Salmanul Farisi and Mohammad Nazar. And fourth official is Jyotish PM. Kerala United will be in green, known as the Hornbills. They've secured fourth place last year in the KWL. Has secured 19 points from 10 matches, 14 points, pardon me, from 10 matches, 4 wins, a couple of draws, and 4 losses. A much, much better start this term. On third, level on points with Don Bosco. They played 90 minutes of football less than the Don Bosco Football Academy. And a win here can take them to the top of the points table as well if Kerala Blasters they drop points against Kadataran Raja Football Academy, which looks unlikely. But kind reminder to our viewers that the game of football is solely played on the pitch, not on paper. Team photographs. Yes, Athulia, the left full back. The number 5, the leading Lords FA. There's the skipper. And Santra, the centre back, is the skipper of Kerala United. Liandala going with the 5-2-3. Alina, Santra, Vismaya, Antrika, and Athulia VM in defence. Ananya and Iba going to be the 2 holding midfielders, and the front 3, Anina and Nongrum on the wings, and Baby Lalchandami is going to be the central striker, the number 10, who scored 4 goals already. And a big, big challenge for the Kerala United defence going to be to curb the threat of Win Tan, the Myanmar international, who was in red hot form last term. In the KWL, scored more than 30 goals, produced more than 30 as well for her strike partner El Shaddai, who ended up being the top scorer, scoring 40 goals. She also bagged the Golden Boot in the IWL. And those two combined well, causing nightmares for the rest of the teams that participated in the KWL last year. The Myanmar international bringing international experience. That will help the youngsters in this team. She also played a pivotal role for Gokulam Kerala in the Hero Indian Women's League. Also a top goal scorer in the Myanmar domestic football as well. All eyes will be on Lords FA's number 77. Lords FA, of course, with more experience, much more expected of them in terms of providing a challenge to the other sides, but especially Gokulam Kerala and Kerala Blasters. Those are the two they might have looked at in the table and said, okay, we might get a few points against them. However, 3 games, 2 wins, 1 draw, 6 goals conceded and 31 scored. And the Lords Football Academy will want to close out the season with some pride. A lot of sharpness in attack. They have good strikers, the midfielders, solid defenders, free kick, corner kicks have been strong, so it's all over entertaining their gameplay. And so playing with pressure, Kerala United and Lords FA, hopefully that doesn't result in a timid game. As a football fan, we all want to see an entertaining and absorbing brand of football. And that is what we are expecting this evening here in Ernakulam. One close eye on how the teams shape up. Looks like the regular right back, Santa, will be playing alongside Vismaya in central defence. A lot going to depend on Winton when it comes to producing the goods up top. She is partnered by Meghna, the number 22, who was in the score sheet against Don Bosco FA, scored 4 goals. That was a 12-2 victory for Lord's FA, their opening game of the season. Meanwhile, a cross from the right, a lot of space on the left hand side. And now looking for options is Sumitra. Can she get something going their way? And the chip whiskers away from nestling onto the second post. And a glorious opportunity for Kerala United within the first 120 seconds on the clock. This was the attempt. Already a wake up call for Lord Zefe. Archana with the goal kick. Getting something on it is Sri Lakshmi. It has come back to Athulia, the skipper. Both the teams are preparing for this particular clash on the back of victories. Both of them defeated Emirates Soccer Club in the last encounter. Kerala United beating them 5-1. A brace from Baby Lalchandami. A goal apiece from Marbadin, Non-Group, Antrika and Pisti. On the flip side, Lord Zefe defeated them by 15-0. 9 goals from Indumati. Another player, the number 12, who is on the ball right now. He is the top goal scorer of the present edition of the Ramco Kerala Women's League 2022. That is how influential she will be. Plan 1 of Kerala United will be to minimize the threat of Indumati. She scored 9 goals against Emirates. A brace from Kartika and Winton. And the 14th and the 15th goal scored by Athulia and Meena. Winton, of course, is the side's second highest goal scorer. She never stops scoring. A very vital player to have. Operates slightly behind the target man up top. And likes to play into that free role. Supports midfield. He's got good vision. Plays those defense splitting passes between the centre backs. Good high goal as well. On the flip side, Kerala United will rely on Baby Lalchandami for goals. She is aided by the likes of Alina and Non-Groom. Ananya and Iba will be providing cushion to the back five. This wonderful city of Ernakulam, a region that can claim to have played a significant part in fostering the trade relations between Kerala and the outside world in the ancient and medieval period. Meanwhile, the flag has stayed down. This is an opening chance for a cutback. Goes on her own and draws a wonderful save out of Suman. And Kerala United defense caught napping. And that was a wonderful opportunity to head their noses in front for Lord Zefe, but they have missed an open sitter. Action at the other opposite end now. An early cross. There was no green shirt present inside the box. Comfortable for Archana. As I was talking about the city of Ernakulam and how it's such an important, the central part of Kochi. It lies in the southwestern coastal state of Kerala, and the climate is tropical. The only minor difference in temperatures between day and night. As well, over the year, the city is drenched, though in monsoonal season, by heavy showers. It is the central portion of the city of Kochi in Kerala and has lent its name to the Ernakulam district. And if you go outside, many major establishments, including the Kerala High Court, the Office of Kochi Municipal Corporation, and Cochin Shipyard, are situated here. Lord Zefe Kochi in their debut season of the Kerala Women's League. They are putting on a show already with a couple of wins and a draw, still unbeaten. 7 points from 3 matches scored, 31 goals, conceded 6. That goes on to show that they've got a lot of firepower when it comes to scoring goals. A high boot involved, a free kick in favour of Kerala United. Lord Zefe Young Man Athletic Association, YMAA. It was originally formed during the 1968 as local football club, revamped in 2021 by the newly elected Secretary Derek Dakota. Let's have a look at this incident. High boot straight onto her face. Sumitra lucky to get away with it. But now the referee has decided to book her for her gesture. We have the first booking of this game. It's 8 minutes on the clock. Goalless between Kerala United and Lord Zefe. Another important game going on at the other fixture simultaneously at the EMS Stadium in Kochi between Kerala Blasters and Karatana Raja Football Academy. When it comes to the top of the table race, both these fixtures very, very crucial. Both the teams getting hurt. The Kerala United goalkeeper called into action early. Had it not been for her crucial touch, could have been a goal down by now. Kerala United. A vital interception from Athulia. Indumati. And now on to Sumitra. Sumitra takes the aerial route. That's an inch perfect ball. The flag has stayed down. Gets in behind Sona. Causing a lot of issues with her pace to the Hornbills defense. Slightly sloppy on the left hand side. Athulia VM. She is looking very, very threatening, Sona, and early on. Lord Zefe currently functioning as a football academy for men and women with well-equipped coaches and staff to nurture local talents from Kerala. Last year, Lord Zefe finished the men's Kerala Premier League qualifiers in third position and also going to participate in the upcoming KPL qualifiers too. With a newly recruited women's technical director, Bentla Dicott, and experienced women's coach, Amruta Arvind. They look to build a stronger team so as to qualify for the IWL. Oh, hits the upright. What a chance for Lord Zefe. The first time denied by the goalkeeper and this time by the crossbar. So close. The team in dark blue. Indumati. One touch too many. Smacked away by the Kerala United defense. No nonsense from them. And this Lord Zefe team consists of mainly the players from Kerala and their own academy players, giving them state football exposure. KWL is the state's highest level competition, and the winners to qualify for the Hero Indian Women's League next year. One more move developing. for Lords, this time from the left hand side. The out comes Suman and takes it off the feet of Meghna. Meghna, Sona, Wintan, Indumati, all of them among goals for Lords. They will look to fire on all cylinders this evening as well. Looks towards the right, but couldn't execute the pass. And Athulia was covering the run of Ananya Rajesh. And that's a poor touch from Iba, picking up the loose ball in midfield and playing it forward. Tirtha Lakshmi very alert in Lord's FA defence. There's a giveaway near the centre circle. Kerala United looking to make something happen. Amruta Arvind instructing her players to just calm down, slow down the tempo, not to hurry things up, take their time on the ball and try to get into the rhythm. And sometimes they are just conceding a possession hastily in the middle of the park. It's a good battle early on. Athulia, Tirtha Lakshmi, her forward pass is well read by Iba. Slightly disjointed Kerala United in terms of going in attack, in terms of making inroads in the final third, and looking much more organised, Lord's FA, compared to the Hornbills, the club based in Malappuram, founded in 1976 as Calicut Quartz. It was an amateur and academy side during its early years. But in the month of December 2021, they announced intention to turn professional and participated in the I League Second Division, which is currently the third tier of Indian club football. In 2020, United World Group, owners of Sheffield United, took over the club and rebranded it as Kerala United. They participated in the 2021 Kerala Premier League and qualified for the knockout stages after finishing second in Group B with 12 points. Lost to Gokulam Kerala 4-2 in tiebreaker after it ended goalless in 90 minutes. They participated in the Independence Day Cup in Assam last year and finished as runners-up, losing to Assam State Electricity Board by 4-3 in penalties. The Green Army means business. Lord Zephyr are quickly off the blocks. Kerala United will have to weather the storm in the initial stages. Only a quarter of an hour gone. The searching ball forward, Meghna is chasing. Suman is there. We haven't seen much of Wintan as of yet. Missing out on controlling the ball in midfield. And now a chance for Kerala United. From the left-hand side, shrugs off the challenge and goes for the shot. A vital block from Tirtha Lakshmi. And from the left, Nondrum was looking very, very dangerous. And just when she was about to pull the trigger, Tirtha Lakshmi getting in the way. And the vital block in place, denying the number 11. Let's have a look. Getting the better of Gauri. Entering the box dangerously, but Tirtha Lakshmi winning the challenge. And a good ball forward. Tag too heavy, the pace on it. The target man, time and again, gonna be Winton without a shadow of doubt. The responsibility on Santra and Vismaya to mark the number 77, which is going to be a difficult job. Indumati, meanwhile, goes for that crossfield pass. Didn't carry to the left wing. It's grilling temperatures here at the Maharajas College ground. We all know how humid it is. 4 p.m. kickoff makes it slightly difficult for the players as well, especially the tempo and the pace of the game. We expect it to be a lot more better in the second half. The players are drenching. The inaugural tournament of the Kerala Women's League in the state was held in 2014-15 season, followed by 2015-16. It wasn't held ever since until it was revived last year. Wayanad Women's Football Club were the champions of the first edition, and Marthuma College champions of the second edition, and Gokulam Kerala winners of the third. We saw players taking a big leap and making gracing European circuit as well. A couple of players yesterday, Jyoti Chauhan and Soumya, are signed for ZNK, a top tier club who competes in the Croatian league. And that's a huge, huge achievement for those two players, Dalima Chipper and also Dangmei Grace of Gokulam Kerala, who's played in the Uzbekistan league. All was part of the Hero Indian Women's League last year. The All India Football Federation also planning to extend the IWL format. We saw clubs from places like Chhattisgarh in Mata Rukmani last year. And that is so heartening to see. The game is spreading across the country. The clubs, even from remote areas, taking a big interest in the sport. And that is the ultimate mission, to spread the game, to spread the love for the game all over the country. It's a fine recovery challenge from Vismaya. 20 minutes on the clock. Lord Zefe is the side who've come closest to scoring in the first half. With the Under 17 FIFA Women's World Cup knocking at the door, it's going to be a massive tournament. It's going to be a skyscraper when it comes to the women's football in the country. We hope to see more competitions for the women's apart from the leagues. We expect cup tournaments as well, like we have for the men's, the Durand Cup, which is going on across three venues: Imphal, Kolkata, and Guwahati. We want something of a similar kind when it comes to women's football as well. Meanwhile, on the break is Kerala United. A very weak cross, easily defended. Indumati on the ball. Plays it to the right. Winton. Indumati joining forces in attack. Getting the return. Winton now accelerating from the right hand side. Winton goes for the cutback. I couldn't find a blue shirt. The clearance is not too far. A shot from distance, and Suman gets something on it and helps it behind for a corner. Excellent phase of play from Lord's Football Academy, forcing Suman to stretch in order to make that save. And now Kerala United will have to defend this corner. A disappointing one. A goal kick for Lord Zefe. Kerala United had a blip, lost to Gokulam Kerala 11-0 in the opener. Made a strong comeback in the second game, 6-0 victory against Kadathanad Raja Football Academy. Then a 4-1 against SBFA Puvar. Three victories and one loss. The last year's runners-up, they are still occupying the second spot. That could change after the fixtures this evening. So mesmerizing, this particular venue. You can see athletes warming up at the metro. This particular stadium also hosted the referees' exam and fitness test last month. The goalkeeper Archana plucks it out of air. Maybe some chance here for Lord Zefe. The offside flag went up. As I was talking about, the metro rail bridge, which is very much visible from this ground. It makes it so intimate, and also with buildings around. Very favorable and forgiving conditions for football. And the ground looks good. A decent bounce. And the ball is also rolling smoothly. The Lord Zefe players having a bit more experience compared to the Kerala United players on their side. This is a shooting chance. She is dispossessed of the ball the last minute. A very crucial tackle from Antrika. They are desperate for a goal here, Lord Zefe. Lalchan Dami. Just too heavy for Anina. Kerala United, this is their second season in the Kerala Women's League. Will be hoping for a better outing compared to the last season. Ball is won back in midfield. Sumitra Wintan fakes for the shot, goes for the run, and almost slipping it into the back of the net. Getting so close. The Myanmar international feints for the shot, takes on his marker, goes inside the penalty area. The shot is flashed wide. Once Winton gets on the ball, you expect her to score from that sort of a position. And now emerge with the ball. Sumitra. Free kick goes Kerala United's way. It is Lord Zefe at the moment, looking the better side. Kerala United under pressure, but that could change. Anina, given as a goal kick. Kerala United didn't even have the joy of getting a corner. Tidying up at the back. Kerala United. They really got to be careful. The likes of Indumati Sri Lakshmi making those runs from midfield. Winton drifting out wide, providing the width and also allowing the midfielders to get inside the box. And that is how they managed to baffle the Kerala United Football Club's defence a couple of times. But we have the drinks break here. A chance for the coaches to give in their ideas, to rectify the mistakes. Ruth Arvind, she is very vocal. Did a tremendous job with the kickstart side. In IWL, they finished third. The likes of Parameshwari Iram played a wonderful football. They were in the championship fight. She certainly knows what it takes to transform a side from being a mediocre into winning, a winning team. She has tasted incredible success in her career, both as a manager and also as a former India international. And so half an hour gone here at the Maharajas College ground. It's still nil-nil between Kerala United and Lord Zefe. Lord Zefe with a couple of good opportunities. Here is Wintan looking to provide another one. The cross is very poor, uncharacteristic of her. She loves getting into crossing positions. This time her cross not finding her strike partner. Meghna inside the box. Kerala United soaking up the pressure. They've got more numbers in their own region. And this is how she's bundled off the ball into the feet of Indumati. Watch out for a pass. And now slipping in Sumitra. The offside flag going up against the number 55. A clever play. Good combination play from Lord Zefe. Almost managing to break down the Kerala United from the middle. Very few teams could do that in this tournament. Attempted shoulder barge from Indumati. Too much pace on the ball. A struggle to control it. 128 goals scored in 17 games so far this season in the league. Most of the matches have been high scoring. And this one certainly promises to be one of them. Still no such signs. Amrutha right through the gate, but I couldn't read the run. And Meghna couldn't read the pass. Responsibilities on Sumitra to feed Winton and Meghna. Kerala United will look to dismantle that supply chain. Taking a tumble. Referee says play on. Baby Son plays it to the right. Shooting chance, goes for it. Straight to Archana. That was a quick switch from Baby Lalchandani from central position towards non-room. And her attempt had no pace on it. In the end, makes it comfortable for Archana. The last touch coming off a green shirt. It's going to be a corner kick for Lords. Indumati playing it short. Indumati skipping past the challenge. Indumati's ball in. Straight to Suman. This is where she got to mature. Making decisions in the final third. They are a high scoring side. Scored 10 goals on average per game. 31 in 3 matches. That's an incredible number. 15-0 in the last game. 12-2 against Don Bosco. That was their second game. The first game played an entertaining 4-all draw against Kerala Blasters. Indumati scoring a hat-trick against Kerala Blasters. She is making the headlines for all the right reasons. The number 12. Lord Zefe still having the ascendancy. That's a pass from behind. Baby is through on goal. Keeper off her line. Arresting the situation and bailing her defense out of that sticky moment. And now Winton. Action at the other end. Runs ahead of Antrika. Winton shielding the ball. Finding some room for the cross, and it comes. Easy pickings for Vismaya. On to the second ball. On the counter. Kerala United. Lalchandani holding up play. Oh, what a wonderful ball. The offside flag is up. Offside by quite a few yards. Nina. Good control. Indumati. Sometimes on the left. This time. Oh, the header from Winton. Just bobbling off the keeper. As I was mentioning, she is such a versatile attacker. Indumati sometimes on the right. This time from the left. An inch perfect cross with her left foot for Winton. The glancing attempt coming off the goalkeeper and going behind for a corner. They are knocking the door time and again. Lord Zephyr, can they break it down from this corner? Cleverly taken. Nice back heel. Back to Sumitra onto her left foot. Not getting purchase on that cross. Plenty of green shirts back behind the ball. They're looking to get things going. Tirtha Lakshmi striding out of defense. That's a wonderful pass again. Flag stays down. In comes the low cross. Defensive touch. Shooting chance. Deflection. Indumati getting into scoring position. Was deflected by Vismaya. Surge after surge of attack from Lord Zephyr. Here they come yet again. Oh, sloppy defending! My god. So unconscious. And the goalkeeper Suman allowed her to take the attempt. Sri Lakshmi, very poor covering. It came off the woodwork and just collected on the line by Suman. And the goalkeeper was well and truly beaten. Good placement from Sri Lakshmi. Unlucky not to have scored. A sloppy in defense, Lord Zephyr. It's a good looking ball. Clearance. Looking to launch a quick move. Handball committed by Non-Groom. stopping us from bringing you the live audio commentary. The issue has been resolved, and now we are up and running. Lord Zephyr still waiting to break that deadlock, and now getting the better of a marker. This is a very good run inside the box. Stuck a foot out. Santra, and once again denying Lord Zephyr's number 20. This time in the exchange of a corner kick. Just a minute added on to the regulated 45. And Lord Zephyr have a corner. It's swung in towards the number 55 on the edge of the penalty area. Not a very clean connection. And defending with a lot of grit and determination. Kerala United. This time from the left. A blind pass into the alley. And now retrieved by Kerala United. Heavy touch capitalized by Alina. Once again, a whistle from the referee. And outside of the boot ball. Well covered. Atulia VM. Very, very alert. Closely marking Winton a couple of times. She's managed to got past her. Couldn't do the job. And good defending from Nongtu. Not a lot of distance on the clearance. And that's the half-time whistle. Kerala United Football Club has shown some positive signs early on, but as the game progressed, Lord Zephyr stamping their authority in the match. A flurry of chances for the team in dark blue, but they are denied by Suman a couple of times, and a couple of times by the post, once by the crossbar and once by the woodwork. As things stands at half time, it's Kerala United Football Club 0, Lord Zephyr 0. We will come back shortly after the break. Stay tuned.
You can see the writing on the pavement. Young kids, they're growing up in basements. Online, a whole new generation. I'ma make mine, so you better go take it. Always, they need a new replacement. Decentralized, can't contain it. We're changing lives, yeah, upgrading. Call it suicide of the older generation. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. It's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they ride, Head full of flies, so here come the clouds, They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost, Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
So, welcome back to the second half, and you are watching the Ramco Kerala Women's League 2022. It is game number 19 between Kerala United and Lord's Football Academy, the side from Kochi taking on the side from Malappuram, and we are underway with the second half. Lord's FA, the team in dark blue, will be operating from the left to right of your screen, and in green, the Hornbills will be operating from the right to left. Let's see whether there is any change in approach, any change in shape from Liandala Senafanai. Maybe they got to try and commit more players up top. They are lacking players in attack. They got to compact the defense. Five of them in the first half. They're sitting deep, soaking up the pressure, allowing possession to the opposition, and looking to hit them on the break. A few good chances for Lord Zefe in the first half. They could have taken the lead. Conceded just 6 goals. That is how solid they've been in defence. Lord Zefe, and out of those six, four of them conceded against the Blasters. And Gokulam Kerala played only one game so far. They had AFC Club Women's Championship, but due to India's temporary suspension from FIFA, they had to fly back. That was quite unfortunate for the side, but all focus will be now on the Kerala Women's League. The side comprising of Ashalata Devi, India International, and lots of national team players. Really going to be very, very difficult for the others to toil against that star-studded Gokulam Kerala team. Meanwhile, a free kick to defend for Kerala United. In it comes an almost an own goal. Some goal mouth chaos. Winton shielding it, looking to turn. No space. Forest of green shirts behind her. It was a free kick whipped in by Indumati, causing all sorts of chaos in the box. But somehow Kerala United survives. This was the chance. Indumati's free kick, missing the header. Winton coming off the shins of a green shirt, but the goalkeeper was alert in making that save. Winton, she has lost the ball. Getting there first is the number 8 of Kochi. Has come on in the second half. And that's Kartika for Lord Zefe. Corner is high. Still haven't got it away. This time, getting a few more distance to the clearance. A quick throw in, not allowed. seen plenty of the ball. Lord Zefe. This time, Indumati is being fouled. Another set piece opportunity for Lords. The set piece expert Indumati. She's been kept quiet. Goes for goal. Keeper fumbles. She completely spills it. Is Suman. Look at that. Shri Lakshmi was closing in, and so as Meghna, she was interested for it. Suman, you got to be careful. This is Antrika. A couple of moments from somewhat direct balls have caused issues in Kerala United FC's defence. And given the fact they've not been able to defend them confidently. And when it comes to Lord Zefe, well organised at the back. And Karthika Tirthalakshmi marshalling the defence. Made one vital block early in the first half, Tirthalakshmi. And the ball just bouncing over. Sumitra. Oh, nice drag back. And this is superb from Sona. On to the second ball, Meghna. Just taken away by Santra. Indumati. Thulia was there to help out. Indumati crowded out in midfield. That spark is missing, which we saw against Emirates Football Club. And the ball played forward. Chandan Sami, he was chasing it. The keeper clears. Meghna. Defender alongside her, still not cleared. Meghna. And this time, stepping in at the right time. Kamantrika putting it into touch for a throw-in. Sona. She's got some yard to cross. One out of play. Under pressure. Can't get the cross in. Got to look towards the left. Choosing a pass into Winton. I think the player on the left was the safest option. Sometimes you just got to look up before choosing your options up top. Not Zefe. They've been threatening all throughout the first half. And poked forward for Bebi. Tirtha Lakshmi is alert. Had to clear. Meanwhile, the cross comes in. Headed out to safety by Tirtha Lakshmi. And once again, the long clearance from Karthika. And cleaning up the danger. And looking to construct this move. Kerala United. Now, she's got space ahead of her. That's a poor touch. Winton can capitalize. She paused for half a second. We saw Suman, the favorite to get to the ball, complaining that it was a back pass which Suman handled, but it was unintentional. Tried to thread it along the floor. And there's Amrutha Arvind. We had a long discussions at the break. Had to go back to the whiteboard and chalk out her ideas. And now she's been booked by Rajiv Kumar. Slightly losing her temper, the experienced manager in the dugout, Amrutha Arvind. Sometimes prolonged possession without finding any creativity can be a goal kick for Kerala United Football Club. Slightly frustrating for Lord Zephyr. They're keeping the possession of the ball, but managing to breach Kerala United's defense in the second half. Winton. Sumitra. Winton to her left. Sumitra keeps going. Slides in a pass for Winton. Goes for the reverse. Might be the opening goal. And yes, it is. Now the flag stayed down this time. And we have the opening goal. It's Indumati. Once again making that late entry into the box. And making Winton's pass count. A clever run from the number 12. And we have the first goal. And finally, Lord Zephyr managed to break the deadlock on the 58th minute mark. And scoring her goal number 15 of this campaign. And those two once again combining up top. Winton and Indumati doing the damage. And let's see how Kerala United they respond. All that fight comes to nothing. A clear and defensive error resulting into that goal. Meghna into space as Winton takes a look up, stops, waiting for options, buys room for the cross, twisting and turning. Winton makes her way into the box. This is another fine chance for Kerala, for Lord Zephyr. Shri Lakshmi, the angle was a bit awkward for her, slightly away from her as well. Winton once again the creator in chief. To guide the ball on to Baby Spot. Intercepted by Santra. He goes long and direct into no man's land. At the hour mark in Ernakulam, It's Kerala United nil, Lord's FA 1. Just a couple of minutes ago, that goal from Indumati putting them in the lead. A win can take them to 10 points. And Kerala Blasters, they were leading 4-1 at the break against Kadathana. Chance for either of the sides to go second with a victory this evening. Still a lot of time remaining. That was not very confident from Lord's FA defence. Scoreline doing a remarkable job tying up with the Kerala Football Association and providing financial aids to the Soccer Football Association of the state. We saw the district leagues being overhauled in a new structure, and so as the women's football in the state. 22 teams participated in the Ramco Kerala Premier League men's last year. Football structure works at the grassroots level, which is prevailing in Kerala. It is indeed a lesson for the other football FAs to learn, to take the expertise. Having a proper plan and a proper structure in place, which is not only bearing fruits but also helping in producing players. They've produced lots of players off late in the mainstream of Indian football, be it for the national side, be it for the country's top tier leagues, the I League or the ISL, for that matter. Indumati's free kick. Again the curler. Wintan was waiting and she keeps waiting. And so, all our warm wishes and congratulations to the former India international Kalyan Chauvin for being elected as the president of the All India Football Federation. A new dawn in the sky of Indian football. And former Karnataka State Football Association's president N.A. Harris being appointed as the vice president. And we will be hoping under Kalyan Chaube's guidance, India achieves a lot of laurels. And now a 50-50. Running the ball out of play for a goal kick. She's been devoid of service. Baby Lanchandami. Slightly lonely up top. The midfield not functioning well for Kerala United. They are 4v2 in most of the game. Only two in midfield, easily surpassed by Lord's FA's four. Sona, Indumati, Sri Lakshmi and Sumitra. slightly vulnerable in the middle. Kerala United well in control of this game is Lord Zefe. Now they will look to put the game to bed by scoring few more. Falls for Winton. Winton, still Winton. She's driven out wide. And now on to the number 20. Can't take it into her stride. Winton collects the loose pieces. Wonderful shielding from her. That's a clever run from Winton. Can she double the lead? Straight at Suman. Just try to squeeze it from the near post. She had all the time in the world, even to pick out a pass. Meghna was free in the center. Very poor clearance. Back in possession. Sri Lakshmi, what a ball for Winton! Poked towards goal and it's wide. Back-to-back chances for the Myanmar international. And she still couldn't make it count. Could have been a hero by now. A produced one. But couldn't get her name on the score sheet this time. On 7 goals, Winton. That is deemed as a foul. Lots of actions in women's football. Khelo India Football Delhi Women's League is also going on. Kanyashri Cup to start shortly in West Bengal. That is the state women's football championship. The top 3 teams in the Hero Indian Women's League last year. 3 of them from the southern part of India. Kickstart from Karnataka, Setu Madurai from Tamil Nadu, Gokulam Kerala from Kerala. A weak clearance opened up a body, but shot wasn't substantial enough to trouble Archana. Tossing the ball around nicely. The women's in blue. Kartika. Always first to the ball. It has gone out of play for a throw in. And so we have the first change of this game. Kerala United blinking first. Non-group going to be replaced by Charlinda Nongtu. Charlinda, she's got a couple of goals under her belt. Scored a couple against SBFA Puvar, contributing to Kerala United's 4-1 victory. Flagged off Meghna. Mulberry makes way for Churlinda now too. Space opening up on the right. Winton controls it and plays it across. Sumitra, a good one-touch build-up. Keeps going Indu. Checks back, sets up for a shot, and it comes! Stung the palms of Suman. Sumitra with the attempt. Indumati setting up a shot. Just around the D. Didn't caught it too well. And now headed on by Baby. Tried to bring it down. A high boot involved. Clutching on her ankle is Kartika. She looks to be in pain. This was the incident. Stamping right under her toes. Clever turn. Here they come, the Hornbills. Saw the gap, but can't find the pass. Was looking for the run of Lalchandami. Winton, very composed on the ball. Given away possession. United, it's 4-on-1. The support arriving from behind. She's always having an upper hand over Baby. The likes of Kartika and Tirthalakshmi. The challenge only helps Winton only. The ball just ricocheting onto the path. And so we head into the second drinks break of this game. We have another 16 minutes left, the last quarter. Let's see whether there's going to be any turn of events. A lack of intent from Kerala United. Out of sorts, out of options. Running out of ideas in the final third. Just not combining well. Not getting enough support from midfield. All those things needs to change in the final quarter. And this was the goal. Well measured ball sizzling through the Kerala United FC defence. Inch perfect pass from Winton. Cool, calm finish from Indumati. That is the difference between the two teams in this game so far. robbed of the ball. Indumati recollects, looking to take on Gauri, not succeeding this time. Buys a throw in. Chance to spring on a counter. Got to hurry things up, Kerala. A sharp turn. Past the first man. That's a wonderful pass. Controlled by Baby. Looking for options. Couple of green shirts. Waiting in the middle. What a wonderful covering from Kartiga. Just stepping in at the right time. Low ball in. Clearance. Hindu. Sumitra. Sri Lakshmi. Wintan. Surrounded by three green shirts. Wintan on his own. Eliminates all out of the equation. Not on the same wavelength was Sumitra. And Wintan is slightly frustrated. And Baby's ball forward for Charlinda. Well marshalled. Looking to turn provider now. Welcome Dummy, the number 10. Sona. Shaping up for a long shot. Sells one dummy. And falls to Sona. Slightly heavy the touch. A good give and go. And once again, it's rock solid in defense, intercepting each and every move. The build-up comes to an halt. And they will look to rectify their mistakes. A towering header. And out of Sumitra's reach. Kartika's ball forward. Finding the intended target in Charlinda. Kartika making sure that part of the pitch is well secured. Maybe an elbow was involved. That is what she is complaining. Kartiga. A flying arm onto her face. She receives treatment. A second change for Kerala United. This time the number 8. Devanjana Kes, a midfielder, will be summoned. In the second change, she is replacing Iba. In fact, another one coming in the form of Mania, the number 12. And she is replacing Baby. Last 10 minutes of stoppage time. Mania, her first involvement in this game. It's a misplaced pass. Sri Lakshmi in a foot race with Gauri. She wins it and also gets help from Devanjana. Another giveaway. Straight to Kartiga. They are still very much into this game. Kerala United. Just a matter of a goal here. It's kept in play. Sumitra. Indu. Now out wide for Sona. Blocked by Atulia. Again stepping in aggressively. Tirthalakshmi cannot go past Gauri. She read the intention of Sri Lakshmi. Coming back once more. Santra's clearance. Sustained pressure. Ball just possession just shifting from one team to the other. In the blink of an eye, and Lord Zefe making their first change. And Santhia Murray are going to come on in place of Kartiga. Sri Lakshmi finding Wintan on the edge of the area with an early cross. Wintan just on the left edge of the penalty area and trying to cut inside. And green shirts quickly converging. Indumati. Lost the ball in midfield, trying to regroup and reboot. Kerala United making that forward run, and this is looking good for Kerala United. Gutsy defending on the loose ball. Time ticking away for the Hornbills. 6 minutes left. They are up in the ante. Indumati onto her midfield partner. A great workout. And the plan. A lot of space. Guide on. Santia with the clearance. And the first touch was below par from Charlinda. In a desperate attempt to try and get something from this game, Anina, Devanjana, Charlinda. Devanjana on the ball. Heavy touch once again. This has been the issue of Kerala United. All the decisive moments. They are screwing up things. Devanjana. Getting help from Gauri on the right hand side. Ball forward. Falls kindly. Sharp turn might be a shooting opportunity. A last ditch defending from Tirthalakshmi. Charlinda now too. Could have finished it first time. Taking her time on the ball. Allowing Tirthalakshmi to clear. What a vital foot in from the number 15. And now a corner. Good height on the corner. Perfectly placed. Was Zelina. Been rock solid in defense. Both Kartiga and Tirthalakshmi. And there you see a flick on. Only towards Santra. Slightly helter-skelter. And none of them have been able to impose themselves in midfield in the closing minutes. Conceding possession with erratic passing. And Lord Zefe in the dying embers of this game. This is much better from them. That's more like it. 4 touches and into the box. Winton gets the better of the one. That's a clever leave. Shot from behind. Wide of the post. A good spell of play here from Lord Zefe. Winton once again being the catalyst. And that was the move. A clever leave from Sumitra, but the shot was not on target. Header from Santia. She keeps it in play, but loses out to Anina. Anina with an early ball. And once again, it's still not cleared. Danger is on. The shot taking a deflection off a blue shirt. And lost the sting out of it. Witan. And there is a player outside her. She's deciding to go on her own in a central position. Slipping it in. It's a narrow angle. Flag is up against Meghna. Oh, wonderful disguise ball in by Winton. Vital block that is once again. It could have been through on goal. Charlinda. Fancy footwork. Clever play. Cleverly winning the free kick. Number 19. Another 4th change from Kerala United. Jishila Shibu. She is a defender. Sumitra floats it in. Winton brings it down. Again flagged off. Sheila replacing Vishmaya. She could run for the hills here. It's a wonderful pass for Winton! Cool as you like. That's how it's done. Giving young Meghna a lesson in scoring. Winton. This time Indumati returns provider. And for the second time, the combination of those two doing the goods for Lord's FA. They have sealed full 3 points from this game. Into the bottom corner, no chance for the goalkeeper. Wonderful placement from Winton. Gets her goal number 8 of this campaign. Goal number 2 for Lord's FA. They will look to keep a second clean sheet in a row. The slate is clean so far. No such threats from Kerala United going into attack this evening here. It's been a comfortable victory for Lord's FA if it ends this way. Not much time on the clock. Kerala United looking to hurry things up. They are trailing by 2 goals to 0. Putting the nail in the coffin, Winton. This game is now out of the Hornbills' reach. And so that's the full-time whistle. And a second defeat for Kerala United in this campaign. A successive victory for Lord's FA. Their third of the Kerala Women's League 2022. A victory that takes them to 10 points from 4 games. And they are now on second in the points table. 3 points behind Kerala Blasters. So at full time, here at the Maharajas College ground, it's Kerala United Football Club 0, Lord's FA 2.